Right, I've got four African cichlids, right? Only two of them in this tank are, I would describe, peace loving, mind their business kind of fish. But the other two, oh my god, they are troublemakers. I'll show you the peace loving ones first. This striped one, he's just a gentle giant, like pretty much likes to do his thing, swim around. Generally, doesn't really look for much trouble, really. Occasionally, he will put the smaller one in his place if he's in his way, but most other times, he's just swimming around the rocks. It doesn't look for trouble, pretty much. Then the second peace loving one has been injured. He's a smaller fish. He's the yellow lab. Last week, he got injured quite bad. He'd been picked on a lot by the other yellow lab, this one, who's now in a prison, if you will, because he needs to stay there. Um, this one is very peace loving. Even before he got injured, before he got captured and kept in this sort of like isolatory net, he never used to look for trouble. He just used to swim at the top, try to avoid trouble. And when he's getting picked on, he just tried as much to hide behind these fish, these plastic jellyfish. But that didn't help him much because he still got nipped and picked on. Really felt sorry for the dude. Now he's in this small white net. Even in this net, he still gets picked on by the other yellow lab. I can't see him right now. This was sort of like the king of the tank. He's like the veteran. He's been in there the longest. He lived in this tank on his own for months and months and months. When I moved to this place, he was the last surviving fish. So he pretty much, felt like he owned this whole territory. So bringing any new fish, I tried several times, but each time he would only attack them, kill them, and I ended up just leaving him alone in a tank for a while until recently when I brought these new fishes in, there's three other new fishes. So, well, he hasn't changed much because when he saw the new fishes in attack, he wasn't happy. He attacked all of them, chasing them, unrelentless, just doesn't stop, constantly chasing and picking on them. That's why he's in this green net, and he will stay there until he learns how to be nice. The other fish that I would describe as almost like, I would describe him just as the silent evil one. He's not obviously mean until you really watch him. He's where is he right now? He's the smaller yellow fish, and usually all he does, ever since the king of the tank got captured in the green net, there he is, yeah. And now the only two fish that can actually swim around is this yellow one and the striped one. And even as this one used to get picked on a lot, this particular smaller one on the right, before the king of the tank got captured, he was pretty much being tormented, beaten up, picked on, bitten, everything. But luckily, he didn't get as injured as the other one, so I left him, to sort of take care of himself and, also find his place in the pecking order. And he seems to be doing well ever since the bigger yellow one has been in the green net. But I find that he doesn't really like to swim around much. It's not like the striped one. He doesn't swim around. All he does is hang around the prison of these two fishes, taunting them. He taunts his bully. It's almost like he's saying, "Yeah, look at you in there now. You can't pick on me now." He just doesn't do anything else but hang around the two prisons of this tank. He's like, I go and visit my dude in prison and, show him what it's like to be free. And he just doesn't do anything else but hang around. But what really, really annoys me about this fish is that the injured fish, this one at the top, he picks on him like no other. Like, he goes up to the net, bites through the net, attacks him when he's just peacefully sitting down, not minding, not doing anything. But I find it really odd that these two were sort of allies, because they were the two smaller fish who used to get picked on together when they were newbies in the tank. They were the two smaller fishes who were always hanging around together at the top of the tank, trying to avoid the king of the tank, who was constantly picking on them. So I would have thought that they were friends, right? No. Nope. They're not. Well, this one doesn't consider him as a friend. He, for some reason, has a bone to pick with him, pardon the pun, but he just does not, for some reason like him. He goes up to his net. Usually you think it's to say hello, but no. It's just to go and pick on him, to try and bite him through the net. I'm like, way to kick a dude while he's down. Like, the dude ain't even got any fins left, and you are still, trying to bully him and assert your authority. I guess that's the only fish in the tank that he feels like he can get some power over, because the other fishes are bigger than him. And although this one is captured, he doesn't see, all he does is go and taunt that one. It just taunts him all day long. It doesn't believe in swimming around and enjoying himself. He always has to be in where the action is, trying to look for trouble. But this one, that striped one, that gentle giant, I'd say he's the model of the tank. He's like a role model. He shows the other fish what it should be like, why you should mind your business, because you stay out of trouble. You don't see that bigger fish coming to look for trouble here, and the prison it just swims around. It's just quite funny to see that there is only really technically one peace-loving fish in my tank, and it's this dude. You go, dude.